See, we got a few on here. I'm gonna give everyone time just a few more minutes to join. So, if you have any swing trades or tickers you're looking to sell options on, let me know in chat. Okay. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. No one have any tickers they want me to look at, or any help me find something to sell some options on. I was looking earlier. I didn't see much. Yeah, rare live. I do rarely go. I rarely get on during the evening, afternoon. Do I ever trade silver? No, not often. I had a bunch of physical silver and I gave it all to my daughters. So any questions? I just threw down some salmon before jumping on here. Do I have a link to sign up for Take Profit? You can go to my website, Mikey, grizzlytrades.com. Has a link there. Do I have a scanner for selecting stocks to sell options on? I do not. Not a bad idea though. I basically just buy. I sell options. I sell puts on stocks that I don't care to own at that price. Right? I'm okay actually holding them. So I just use my eyes, scroll through. One thing you do want to be sure of, if you're selling options, you don't want to be selling options, most cases, the same week as earnings. Or if they have like a dividend that week or something, it's a good idea to stay away from it. I was gonna look at SPX. My brain's all over the place. Let's see here. I don't really see anything on SPX telling me that we're about to go down as far as the higher time frames go. I doubt it, Pram. I'm not in that, so. I just live trade with you all and do my own thing. Yeah, that's Sub-Zero. That's my indicator. It's Grizzology. GrizzlyTrades.com if you want to look at. Check it out there. Proximity asked if this could be a full-time job. I mean, I wouldn't make it your only income for sure. It's way too much stress relying on it to pay bills every month. But it can definitely generate enough to be considered a full-time job. Oh, I'm not trading. I'm just talking. Looking for some setups. Looking for some options to sell in front of me. Seems like we want to go up more to me just looking at charts on the higher time frame. What do you think? What? What's up, everyone? Welcome in. Anybody watching anybody see any swing trade setups? I mean, open looks decent for selling some cash secured puts, but I'm not personally doing it because currently I have some shares that I'm trying to sell covered calls on until I get assigned so I can get out of that position. You said you started a Baidu swing? been a minute since I looked through all the individuals. Occasionally I do. What's up, everyone? Welcome in. Did you all end up catching any trades after I got off the live this morning? I didn't take a trade all day. I wonder what crypto stocks are doing. All right, I'll take a look. Is the XRP ripping right now? I'll have to check it out too. Ticker MARA looks decent if you don't care owning it here in this area. If we're selling some cash secured puts. See APLD. Let me look. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Wow, XRP's at 2.3. I don't really swing trade crypto much, but it looks decent for a swing. Oh yeah, I look occasionally on Uncle Jay. What's my opinion on field retracement? I use it for finding price targets above when a stock's making all-time highs. Or if I need to find a retracement on a candle, that's how I use field. Nuclear uranium sector. I'm not for sure about that one. I invest very boring long term. Take a look at Walmart. Been a minute. Straight up. No, I haven't taken a trade. Oil looks like it's about to break out. CEO on the daily. Anything else I should look at? I can't think of anything. What is something we could sell some cash secured puts on? Something that we're okay holding at the current price and that doesn't have a crazy low IV that's not worth our time. The only thing I like is open. It looks decent, but you know, if we get a below that 5.2, it could just free fall. I can't take this with you. Like I said earlier, I have quite a few shares I'm holding, trying to get them called away, selling covered calls on them. Anybody have any more questions? What made me decide to do Power Hour? I wanted to see if we could find any swing trades or tickers to sell options on. And possibly catch a trade if we seen one, but I don't see one yet. Bill, that's over with. I don't know. I guess Christmas or end of year. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Go away. What, strike? And okay, so you're asking about the Greeks and all that stuff for the options. Whenever I sell options, you don't want to be right at the money every time, but you don't want to go too far out of the money that you're not collecting enough premium when you sell. I would say I don't want to get below like the teens when I sell them. As far as the delta goes, 20, 30, higher the better, but still. As far as the premium I'm collecting goes. How much capital would you recommend someone have to start the wheel strategy? I mean, like if you were selling it on open, let's just use open for the example. So if you want to sell, let's say you wanted to sell a put, and the strike is 6. So you'd have to have enough money in your account to cover 100 shares at $6 per share if you wanted to sell a cash secured put. If that gives you a rough idea. I don't really do courses and stuff. Everything I do is with you on Team Bull or just free. You want to build a dividend account? Honestly, if I had to, as far as long term goes, I mean you can do your own long term, but anymore I just let someone else do mine. They don't charge much, and I got dividends, growth stocks, all that a good mixture, and they handle any adjustments that need to be made. The reason I do that because it's like for those of you that have been in a swing trade, you can overwatch it at times, right? And what happens when you overwatch a position too much? A lot of times you'll make a mistake. You'll close it out too early. You just get in your own head, overthink, close something out when it don't need to be, right? That's why with the long term, it's so much easier just to, let someone else deal with it or develop the good habit of not overwatching it. Keep it boring too, like VOO, SPY, all that good stuff. How long have I been trading? What's my story? Well, it's quite a long story, but I've been trading for, I don't know how long I've been trading, to be honest. It's been years. Years and years. I've been trading with Team Bull for like, 4 years? 4 or 5. Before I started investing in my early 20s, so I'm 34 now. So it's been a minute. I was about to say that. I wasn't trying to ignore you. I was about to tell you to check that out. Not for sure about that one, Evan. You own a bunch of TQQQ? I don't see nothing wrong with selling covered calls if you can. I haven't ever tried it personally with TQQ. Do I think I would trade forever? That's a good question. I think so. I mean, I don't know how long I'll be live. Like how long I plan on trading live all the time, but I would say it would be hard to quit trading altogether completely, It'd be very difficult to quit it. Because I do enjoy it most days. Appreciate that, Mike. One thing I would like to keep on watch, if this ticker MARA crypto stock, if we ever get back below this 8 range, I definitely will add some for a longer term play. I mean, I'll add all the way down to 5, but in that area for the next, I guess we'll see it whenever we have the next crypto winter. But if we can get a good average, get in, the next bull run would be nice. I mean, we could focus on crypto instead if we found something that we really liked during that time. Thanks, Kyle. They don't, Rob's asking as a new trader, like, when did everything click for you? Was there a specific training or strategy? No, honestly, it was when I stopped trying to focus on 50 different strategies and just keeping things simple. Find out what works. Focus on that. Don't scroll social media all day trying to see what everyone else is trading, what their strategy is. Chances are it's fake. You'll know what's working, what's real. Like supply and demand. Probably my favorite strategy still. If, you add a little common sense in with supply and demand trading. Like, for instance, I seen a trade today that on ES, it confirmed in a demand, or a, where was it? It was an hourly supply, I believe. I'm not sure exactly where I seen it. I was doing a little back testing. And the candle that confirmed had lower volume than the previous green candle. And, that's not something I want to see. If if you're looking for the confirmation candle, ideally you want a higher volume. And if there's too much risk, you wait on the pullback, right? Just simple things like that go a long ways. Just a little common sense. How do I determine point of control? So I know you all see it on my chart, but my indicator automatically charts that for me, Grisology. It's the highest volume point on that time frame. So I use point of control like volume-based support and resistance. Basically, keep it simple. What? No, I don't feel like honestly, with day trading, I don't think there's ever a point where it's too late in your life. Um, I feel like you can really start at any age. Wouldn't you all agree? The point of control, how far back does it go? It's for that session, but I also keep the previous day point of control up. I mean, day trading, it's not like you're out, doing manual labor. You can start at any age. Just have to be willing to put in the work, though. It's not going to happen, overnight. It's going to take, some people can get it in about, 6, 8 months. Some people it's going to take you 5+ years. It's different learning curve for everyone. I always relate back to the book that I'm sure a lot of us have read it. What's the name of that? Reading price charts bar by bar. It took that guy 10 years to become profitable. Isn't that crazy? Just to have the determination not to give up for 10 years. How many funders have I blown? I'm not for sure. A ton, I guess. Probably more than most of you. I've went through the evals too. I mean, I've reached payouts, but I've been through them. It's just the truth. They're tough. You can make money with them though. You just gotta be on top of it. There's no room for a tilt with fundeds. I feel like position size is the most important part. I mean, other than strategy. With the wrong position size, if you're too heavy, you're just gonna lose your account. You're gonna have losses. It's just part of it. So you got to be able to take, 4 or 5, 6 losses without blowing your account. That's why I stress 3 to 5 M&Q. Seems like that's the sweet spot with these fundeds. Do I still blow funded accounts? It's been a while, but yes, I've blown some funded accounts. Not too long ago. My problem comes when I try to trade multiple accounts, like all of them linked together and trade live with everyone. That's the worst part. Trying to balance, like it goes back to what we was talking about earlier, like when it clicked, it was, I was overcomplicating things, and that goes back with it, like trying to trade all these accounts and manage so many things during a brief day trade. You're just gonna get confused and make mistakes. What's up? What tools are you referring to? How to deal with drawdown on funded? That goes back to your position size. And I'd say a lot of things that gets people, I know it's got all of us at least once, is getting into a trade on our funded accounts. Then, when the trade invalidates, we're like, I'm going to give it a little more room. I'm going to add to this position a little bit. And that's definitely not what that's a no-no. Unless you got it planned, you don't average down a losing trade unless it's part of the plan. And you never move your stop loss. If the trade invalidates, it's over. Trade's over. Even if it does come back up and go in your favor, like what's the chances? Do I recommend prop firms or cash accounts? For me, trading my cash accounts easier, right? I'm just trading my cash. That's what I'm used to. But I think prop firms are great, especially. I was talking about this earlier. I don't know if everyone heard me. When you're practicing, you can practice on a paper account, or if you want to practice, you could try it on an eval. I feel like an eval is going to give you more. Like you're going to have a little bit of money in the game. I know it's probably only like $30 eval, but still, with a paper account, you have no money, right? There's no emotions attached to it. And I've had probably hundreds, if not 1,000 people come to me over the years and be like, I paper traded for 6 months. I did great. I blew my account first week when I went to cash. And it's the emotions. When you have real capital involved, you're dealing with your emotions alongside of, trading. Execution. Hopefully that answers that for you. How do you keep, options? So you said, how do you keep losers smaller than winners on options? The Greeks make it hard to manage risk correctly when I need to stop out on time. That's why it's like I'm not sure what you're day trading, but that's why it's very important when you're day trading options you pay close attention to the spreads, because if you have a bad spread, you're automatically going to enter that trade red, and then you need even more of a move, right? And spreads can get you on more things than just day trades. If a bad spread can even come back with a swing trade. So so basically you just have to position your according to like your stop, right? Sometimes I will adjust my position size if there's a little more risk or whatever. You have to position to be able to stop out where the trade invalidates. That's the only way it makes sense to me. But by the book, you should never risk more than 2 to 3% of your overall account in any trade. Your position size can be a little more if you like, but never, you don't ever want to lose more than that per trade. If you're going, that's textbook. I know it doesn't always work exactly like that, but yeah, YouTube, TikTok. I was just hopping on for a minute to see if I see any swing trades or anything I could open up some new or sell some options on, but I don't see anything. So I'm gonna hang out with Team Bull for a bit, but I'm done for the day. I'll be back in the morning with you all. Okay. Market's over. Closes in 10 minutes. So. Appreciate you all. I'll see you in the morning, okay?